Standing at just 5 feet 11 inches, the shortest player in the NBA, Ryan Nembhard barely managed to sign a two-way contract, and in his first 18 games, he was a DNP in 13 of them. At this rate, it seemed like he would soon disappear from the NBA. But fate has a funny way of working. Not only did he make it to the starting lineup, but he also became the rookie assist leader, writing his own version of the Linsanity in Dallas, helping the team pull off a comeback. He's Ryan Nembhard, the younger brother of Indiana Pacers guard Andrew Nembhard. The story begins with a wall that was broken down by the two brothers. When the Nembhard family first moved into their new home in Ontario, Canada, their father Claude, a basketball coach, ordered his older son Andrew to take Ryan to practice. After an hour of training, the couple returned home to find the house unusually quiet, with a new painting at the door. It turns out the two brothers had been fighting and punched a hole in the wall. In a panic, they ran next door to borrow a painting, hoping it would cover up the damage, but it only made their mother more furious when she found out. I thought it was pretty funny. At least they tried to cover it up, their father laughed, recalling the moment. Growing up in this playful environment, their basketball paths seemed almost identical, both from the prestigious Montverde Academy, both went to Gonzaga University, both made it to the NBA, but their fortunes diverged because of height. Andrew, standing at 6 feet 4 inches, was drafted 31st overall in 2022, while Ryan, only 5 feet 11 inches, went undrafted in 2025. "I've been dealing with my height my whole life," Ryan said. "I know I'm not going to grow any taller." In a basketball world that values every inch, being shorter is almost seen as a sin. Despite helping Montverde Academy win a national championship and being named MVP of the finals, Ryan only received a 4-star ranking in high school. The turning point came when Creighton University head coach Greg McDermott saw him play. McDermott turned to his assistant coach during the game and asked, "Who's that guy? Not very tall, but always makes the right decisions." After joining Creighton, Ryan followed his brother's path and transferred to Gonzaga University. In his second year at Gonzaga, he became the NCAA assist leader with an average of 9.8 assists per game. With a 4-year, 134-game starting career under his belt, he set out to pursue the NBA, working out for 20 teams. Gonzaga's head coach Mark Few, who had coached for Team USA, used his NBA connections to recommend Ryan to Miami Heat coach Erik Spoelstra. Spoelstra jokingly said, "I don't want to hear any more about Nembhard from Mark." But on NBA draft night in 2025, Ryan's name wasn't called. Feeling down, he got a call from the Dallas Mavericks, who offered him a two-way contract. His brother Andrew reminded him, "Kyrie's hurt, they need a wing, this is your chance." Being undrafted is tough to swallow, but it's just a label, and Ryan was determined to seize the opportunity. He took advantage of his summer league chance. After 3 games, the team told him he didn't need to play anymore, and the other rookie was given the same treatment. That rookie was top overall pick, Cooper Flagg. Ryan scored 21 points in his first game, and followed up with 15 assists in the next 2. The coaches were impressed, and Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd said, "He has a really clear sense of his role on the court. It's refreshing." But once the regular season started, reality hit hard. With Kyrie injured, the Mavericks' position on the court was a hole, and their offensive efficiency was at the bottom of the league. Ryan had only played in 5 games out of 18, but things changed on November 25th against the Heat. Desperate, Kidd put Ryan in for less than 10 minutes after he had been on the bench for 8 straight games. In 7 minutes, Ryan recorded 7 assists and 0 turnovers. Kidd saw the spark of Chris Paul in him. 4 days later, against the Lakers, Ryan made his first start, scoring 17 points on 7 of 11 shooting. But the Real explosion came 3 days after that. Before the game, no one expected the Mavericks to win, especially with Jokic putting up 29 points, 20 rebounds, and 13 assists. But it was the Mavericks who came out on top. Ryan Nembhard, 12 of 14 shooting, dropped 28 points and 10 assists with 0 turnovers. He led the team to a 131-121 win over the Nuggets. He seemed unstoppable. After the game, Jokic said, "Ryan is really good. He was the best player on the floor tonight." Ryan Nembhard became the first undrafted player in NBA history to get 25 points, 10 assists, and 0 turnovers in a game. If we modify the condition to 25 points and 10 assists, excluding the turnovers, the only rookie to do it before Ryan was his brother, Andrew Nembhard. Back in Dallas to face the Heat again, Ryan went 6 of 10, making 3 of 3 from 3, finishing with 15 points, 13 assists, and just 1 turnover. He became the first undrafted player in NBA history to record at least 15 points and 10 assists in 2 consecutive games, leading the Mavericks to another victory over the Heat. When the game ended, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra was the first to rush onto the court to congratulate Ryan. Ryan has now started 6 straight games, averaging 14.8 points, shooting 15 of 22 from 3, and dishing out 41 assists with only 8 turnovers over those 6 games. He's currently ranked first on the NBA rookie assist leaderboard. More importantly, the Mavericks have won 4 of those 6 games, including victories over the Nuggets, Heat, and Rockets. Now, the Mavericks front office is busy dealing with a happy problem. They need to clear cap space to turn this savior-like two-way contract into a full NBA contract for Ryan. From an unknown on draft night to the Mavericks savior, Ryan Nembhard has experienced a roller coaster in the past 6 months. He's still that undersized player on the court, but no one underestimates him anymore. "I'm just me. I want to seize every opportunity, keep improving. I believe that one day, people won't talk about my height anymore." From NCAA assist leader to an undrafted player grinding on a two-way contract, to becoming a starter and the savior who lifted his team from the depths, 13 years later, Ryan Nembhard has proven through his actions that the Linsanity story belongs to every underdog who never gave up on themselves. On the court, there are no eternal winners, and no one is forever a second-class citizen. What there are ordinary people like Ryan Nembhard, who keep running toward their dreams with relentless effort.